Hello there.
Now, what's crazy with the Fantastic Four movie is we've actually had a lot of plot leaks that have come out for this film, and almost all of them, for the most part, have turned out to be pretty much in line with everything that we have seen in the trailers, all the way up to Julia Garner's Silver Surfer appearing in Times Square to confront the Fantastic Four and tell them that their planet is, quote, marked for death. But in this new trailer that we had for the Fantastic Four movie that came out in the last few days, we showed a lot of new looks, or we were shown a lot of new looks at plot points in this movie that are going to unfold, including Galactus and his hunt for the Earth that the Fantastic Four are residing in, this, of course, alternate universe set in the 60s, and the fact that he is most likely coming for Franklin Richards. But in this video, we have a brand new plot leak that hit the internet for the Fantastic Four First Steps, showing the fate for Galactus and a huge change for the ending of this movie that sets up some big stuff for Avengers Doomsday. We're going to discuss it in this video, the fate of the Fantastic Four, the fate of Galactus and Silver Surfer. If you guys enjoy my content, then check out my channel. I have a bunch more stuff just like this, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Okay, so what we have heard about the Fantastic Four so far, for one, the Watcher isn't going to be involved in any way, shape, or form in this movie. It seems like we are not going to get that classic comic panel where the Watcher actually breaks his oath to never interfere in order to warn the Earth of the coming of Galactus. It seems like Silver Surfer is going to be doing all of the warning and the foreshadowing and the anticipating of Galactus's arrival. But as well with this movie, a huge plot point that is going to be focused on is Franklin Richards. Franklin Richards is the son of Sue Storm and Reed Richards, and he is one of the most powerful beings in all of the Marvel Universe. Now, just a little side note, I kind of have a little bit of resentment towards these all-powerful characters that exist, whether you're talking about DC with Superman, although Superman is a huge exception for me, or you're just talking about Marvel with characters like Franklin Richards, who is damn near a god. Anyways, the powers of Franklin Richards is basically the ability to manipulate molecular matter and create essentially life from nothing, to create matter. When Secret Wars ended in the comics and Doom was ultimately defeated, the multiverse is left in shambles and bits and pieces after the destruction of Battleworld. Well, Franklin Richards is the one who creates, he's kind of the god of this entire new universe. I don't know if god is the right way to put it, but he at the bare minimum is the creator. He is the one who creates this entire new universe and universes for the Marvel characters to exist in. So in a big way, the Fantastic Four are essentially the architects of this new universe after Secret Wars, and I have a funny feeling they're going to follow that directly from the comics, bring that straight into the movies, and we know that because of what is being set up with Galactus coming to Earth to retrieve Franklin Richards and have him revive his old dead universe from, essentially, I don't know if they're going to be like the comics where they say, hey, this guy existed before the Big Bang. This is the universe that existed before the Big Bang. That is where Galactus comes from. That is the story in the comics. Or if he's just going to be from an entire universe entirely, I really hope they go with the pre-Big Bang universe Galactus, because that essentially sets the precedent for Galactus to just be a force of nature, which is what he is. But in this new plot leak, we're hearing a lot of stuff about this movie, essentially the entire plot and how it lines up directly with the new trailer. So check this out, guys. Take this all with a grain of salt. This is coming from Reddit, but I'm going to break down each numbered plot point here, and we're going to discuss it. So it begins with a late-night talk show celebrating 4 years with the Fantastic Four, with the retrospective of their origin and adventures so far. The Fantastic Four is supposed to attend, but can't as they're busy fighting Red Ghost, John Malkovich, and his super apes. Paul Walter Hauser plays Mole Man, the Fantastic Four's first villain, who lives in the underground kingdom of Subterranea. He's not actually a bad guy and helps him save the world in the end. Silver Surfer arrives on Halloween night. Sue is pregnant at this point. The Fantastic Four confront her in the Fantastic car, and her first lines are, I herald his beginning, I herald you end, I herald Galactus. Johnny tries to chase her, but she flies into space where he can't flame on due to lack of oxygen. The Fantastic Four go to space to confront Galactus. Sue goes into labor and baby Franklin is born. He has a rare genetic anomaly that gives him god-like molecular manipulation powers. Galactus offers to spare Earth if the Fantastic Four give Franklin to him, as he plans to use Franklin's power to revive his dead universe, but the Fantastic Four naturally refuse. Earth's population actually turns on the Fantastic Four because they refuse to give up Franklin. And at one point, they storm the Baxter building and beat up the Fantastic Four's robot assistant, Herbie. Natasha Lyonne plays Sharon, a woman who hides Sue and baby Franklin when they go on the run. Mole Man shelters them at Subterranea, and Sharon later convinces him to send his Moloids to Galactus to rescue the population and hide them in Subterranea while the Fantastic Four fight Galactus on the surface. The Fantastic Four defeat Galactus in the end with Silver Surfer's help and ride off into the sunset as the public cheers for them. Mole Man and Sharon together end 1 year later with the same late-night talk show celebrating 5 years with the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four is supposed to attend, but again, they can't because they're busy saving the world. Now, this sounds like a really solid plot for the movie, but I'm going to be extremely disappointed if this is the actual ending for the Fantastic Four movie, as it is massively changed from what we heard before. Now, what we heard from multiple reliable sources about this film is that this film is going to end with the Fantastic Four's universe being destroyed. And guys, that sounded like a great plot to me. One, it cements Galactus as a serious threat, something who can't actually really be stopped. Now, it doesn't sound like Galactus is going to be killed. He's going to be transferred to another universe or something along those lines. He is going to be defeated, but not killed. That's how it's always gone in the comics. But nonetheless, I find this to be a little jarring that they're going to actually change this from the universe being destroyed by Galactus. It actually sounds like they're setting this up, and it seems like the reason they're going to be doing this change is so they can bring in Doom as the ultimate destructor of this universe, because we do know, based on current leaks, unless they go ahead and change this as well, Doom is most likely coming from this universe. I'm not sure how he'll be referenced in the movie, and what's interesting to me is we haven't heard anything about the after credit scene, so it seems like that may even still be up in the air at the moment and could be changed all the way up until release with how shifty Marvel is with things. But nonetheless, guys, if this is the actual plot of the movie, this, it's what it is. It's okay. It sounds like the execution will be very well done, very Kirby inspired, and will be very in theme with what the comics represent in terms of a comic accurate representation of the Fantastic Four. This movie seems like it's going to hit the nail on the head. Seems like Sue Storm's going to take a bit of a front charge in this movie. I don't know if she's going to be like the primary character, but it seems like she's going to have a lot more of a prominent role to play next to Mr. Fantastic. Of course, in today's political climate, that's going to cause a lot of fans to be divided, including myself. Reed Richards is ultimately the leader of the Fantastic Four, although he's always been a little bit of a mess as a person. But anyways, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think about these huge Fantastic Four plot leaks, especially the changed ending for this movie, because it changes a lot of stuff and sets up the idea that Doom is going to ultimately be the one to come in and destroy this universe where the Fantastic Four are the sole heroes. So comment down below, guys. Let me know what you think. And for this video, that is all I got. So until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.